Timothy Timbaland Mosley has been making hits since the 90s, and throughout the years, a woman named Monique was right by his side. Though they started off as a power couple, their marriage went up in flames, and some spicy allegations about Timbaland's love for his former collaborator Aaliyah have taken over the headlines.
It's time for the world to hear this. I'm gonna give up a little secret. I was in love with him.
Yo, this is finna be messy, ain't it? For those of you who hate every single thing we do on our channel, boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days, we gon' block your ass. Okay, and is. But for those of you who love and support us unconditionally, it's time to sit back, relax, and bust open a bag of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, green apple licorice, or gummy sour peach rings from your online concession stand at rrgsnacks.com. Now, let's take a trip back to 1993. After her uncle, music executive and manager Barry Hankerson introduced her to R. Kelly, she and R. Kelly teamed up to record her debut studio album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which was released in May 1994. Vibe magazine published a bombshell report along with a copy of Aaliyah and R. Kelly's marriage certificate. R. Kelly was 27 at the time, while Aaliyah was only 15, although the certificate incorrectly listed her age as 18. Years later, a former member of R. Kelly's inner circle wrote in his 2011 book that Aaliyah was pregnant with R. Kelly's baby at the time of their wedding. We've linked the book for you in our description box. According to the surviving R. Kelly documentary, Aaliyah's parents were outraged and forced the couple to get an annulment. R. Kelly's former security guard stated Aaliyah's family had a contractual arrangement with R. Kelly that stated they wouldn't press charges against him for the illegal marriage after it was annulled. In turn, R. Kelly sold the rights to his first 3 albums to Aaliyah's family, which gave them a financial incentive. Aaliyah immediately cut professional ties with R. Kelly, and sometime around 1995, she met Missy Elliott and Timbaland. Missy told Entertainment Weekly, "We thought she'd be some sort of uppity mega superstar, but when we met her, she treated us as if we were Timbaland and Missy today, as though we had a name. She made us feel like family, very warm." While Missy took Aaliyah under her wing and treated her like a little sister, Timbaland had different intentions. During an episode of E! True Hollywood Story, he stated he had to fight his feelings when he first met 16-year-old Aaliyah.
I was in love with him. I said, but I'm not, she's just a baby. I'm old. I said to myself, I'm just gonna be her brother. Oh man, I was fighting a big war.
He was able to suppress his emotions and kept things strictly professional. However, people couldn't help but be disturbed by his confession. Unfortunately, Aaliyah had a falling out with Missy, Timbaland, and Genuine at some point.
Fortunately, we weren't talking when she passed. She wasn't talking to Timbaland, or I think her and Missy fell out as well. Oh, wow. But we still had love. Everyone was still loving and all that. But it's just a business, and when you're young, people can separate you.
On August 25, 2001, Aaliyah and 8 other people lost their lives in a plane crash. The entire world was deeply devastated, including her former collaborators. Timbaland told MTV's TRL, "Me and her together had this chemistry. I kinda lost half of my creativity to her. It's hard for me to talk to the fans right now. Beyond the music, she was a brilliant person, the most special person I ever met." He fell into a state of depression for several years, and he topped the scales at almost 400 pounds. In an interview, he said, "Who wants to be a 400-pound black man? I'm looking in the mirror. My breast is bigger than a girl breast." Yeah. In 2003, while attending an event in Jamaica, he laid eyes on public relations executive Monique Idlett. He said, "When I first saw her, I said, that's the girl I'm gonna marry because she reminded me of Aaliyah." "Aaliyah who?" "I thought I saw a ghost." "She don't look like no damn Aaliyah." "No, honey. Somebody bring him some glasses. Hell." Timbaland made his move and asked Monique if she wanted to go to his hotel for a party, but she turned him down. However, after the trip, they continued communicating via email. Though there was a connection, Monique said their first date was a little lackluster. They went to dinner, and Timbaland invited all of his friends. As they pulled up to the restaurant and she was taking off her seatbelt, Timbaland left her in the car and was already walking across the street.
What a gentleman. Chivalry is not dead after all. This ninja just gonna take off and leave without your girl, huh? Okay. All right.
Monique eventually told him she didn't think they should date, and Timbaland clapped back by telling her she was too high maintenance. He knew Monique wanted him to court her, and his response was, "I'm not doing all that crazy mess."
I bet you would have done it for Aaliyah. I bet you that, nigga.
The attraction was still there, so Monique continued seeing him. She soon realized there was something standing in the way of them taking things to the next level. She said, "It was easier for him to be disconnected than to commit to me." While dating, she lent her expertise to help him launch Mosley brands and his Mosley music group. Timbaland was so impressed with her work that she eventually became the CEO of both companies. In 2007, they found out they had a baby on the way. According to In Style, Timbaland popped the question at the baby shower with a 12-carat canary yellow diamond engagement ring. Their daughter Rain was born in November 2007. They planned to get married within the next year, and it was Timbaland who was actually pushing for them to hurry up and tie the knot. But his mom wasn't completely on board with the whole thing. His mom admitted she wasn't happy because she didn't think Timbaland was ready to settle down, and she didn't want Monique to get hurt in the long run.
She better listen to Mama. Mamas know they sons, okay? She trying to save you, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it.
After 5 years of dating, Timbaland and Monique got married in June 2008 on a private island. He called the wedding the best time of his life, but trouble was right around the corner.
Here we go. Here we go.
In August 2010, Timbaland called his brother-in-law and was deeply upset about a theft that occurred at his Malibu home the day before. One of the things that was eating at him was the theft of his $2 million watch. Timbaland reportedly suspected that someone he trusted stole the expensive timepiece, since there was no evidence of a break-in at the home. He left his residence in his Escalade sometime on August 25, 2010, and his family members became extremely worried that Timbaland would take his own life.
Over a damn watch? What the hell is going on here?
The sheriff's department sent out squad cars and a helicopter to find him. Thankfully, they were able to locate him. Paramedics evaluated him, placed him inside a patrol car, and took him back to his home. The details surrounding his disappearance made many people wonder if there was something else going on at the Mosley household. In December 2010, Boss-Up website reported Timbaland was having some major trust issues with Monique, and divorce rumors were swirling. Word on the street was that he found out she had a secret apartment in Atlanta, and that really ticked him off.
Not a smash pad in the A.
The website alleged that Timbaland also found out she was being dishonest about her dating history, and she neglected to tell him she had dated another producer back in the day. Can you guess the name of the other producer that was tearing down Monique's walls? We'll give you a hint. He's about 5'5" and he's from Atlanta.
5'5"? Yeah, I mean, that ninja ain't got but 1 inch on me.
If you guessed Jermaine Dupri, you are correct. Timbaland was reportedly crushed by the news, and as for the watch that went missing, well, sources claimed that one of Monique's family members had something to do with the misplaced timepiece and had allegedly sold it to someone in Detroit.
Whole family messy as hell, huh? Golly.
During a July 2013 interview with Revolt, Timbaland talked about other artists who made songs that featured a posthumous appearance from Aaliyah. Timbaland said there was one reason why none of these projects would ever work out.
It won't work. Drake can go do a record with Aaliyah. It ain't gonna work. Because Aaliyah music only work with its soulmate, which is me.
Timbaland told E! News, "It's probably hard to be married to me. It's not easy. I'm a musical genius. I'm weird. I do crazy things. It's not like the average norm, but I'm a loving guy." Monique agreed because in October 2013, she filed for divorce after 5 years of marriage. A gossip website reported that Timbaland had been sticking his microphone in other women, and Monique was fed up. There were also rumors that he had a secret side piece in Atlanta.
Fix it, Jesus.
According to TMZ, Monique requested Timbaland pay her every month so she could take care of their daughter and her son from a previous relationship. Monique claimed Timbaland had publicly and privately proclaimed the child as his own, so so she thought he should financially take care of him as well.
That's what his ass did.
Monique also requested a life insurance policy with her listed as the beneficiary, alimony, private school tuition, and money for vacations and summer camp. At the time, she also claimed she was so broke she had to borrow money from a friend to pay her attorney fees. 1 year later, they called off the divorce.
It's cheaper to keep her.
According to TMZ, after the couple reconciled, Timbaland hired her to be his business manager just in time for him to work as a music producer on the show Empire. The happy times didn't last long, though. Timbaland admitted to Rolling Stone that he was battling a decades-long addiction to pills. The habit started after he got shot during his teens, and the nerve issues he dealt with from the gunshot wound led him to take prescription pain medicine. And then his unhealthy eating habits led to a root canal, and he started taking more pills in his 30s to ease the pain. He said he would sleep all day long, and when he had to give interviews, the pills made him say crazy things. Timbaland said Jay-Z eventually had to tell him to stop doing interviews and shut his ass up because of the outlandish things he was telling journalists. He nearly passed away from an overdose sometime around 2014, and in June 2015, Monique filed for divorce again. According to the Jasmine brand, Timbaland blew off the case for months and didn't show up to court when he was supposed to. He admitted to Rolling Stone that as his marriage fell apart, he fell into a deep depression. He hadn't had a major success since working on Beyoncé's 2013 self-titled album, and he was upset by the minimalist beats popularized by artists like Future and Migos. He told Entertainment Tonight, "Music is a gift and curse. Once you're not popping, it plays with your mind. The pills helped block out the noise." His divorce was finally finalized, and the terms were kept confidential. His lawyers accused him of skipping out on his $440,000 bill, and Timbaland finally paid up in July 2017. That same year, the IRS hit him with a tax bill of $3.8 million.
Yeah.
And then he was diagnosed with pre-diabetes, and he told Men's Health that the painkillers made him feel like everything was going to be all right. He said, "It put me in a great feeling of not caring, of just being free. I'm like traveling, doing shows, popping them, having fun, just being ignorant." In 2017, he started dating a woman named Michelle Dennis.
Oh, he got a type.
Timbaland still wasn't in the right place in his life, and he admitted that Michelle was concerned for his well-being. She told Rolling Stone that he started taking such high doses of pills that she was worried he would pass away in his sleep. He was able to kick his habit once and for all and got into the best shape of his life. He and Michelle started working out twice a day, and he has adopted healthier eating habits.
Baby girl. Another hard work. Another day in the office, baby. You see it. You see what baby girl said. Sweat and trust. That's right.
As of this video, Timbaland and Michelle have been together for 7 years, although they have yet to tie the knot.
That's a red flag. Excuse me. Ding, 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 ding.